The sound of muffled sobs bounced off the cold, tiled walls. It was just after lunch, and the hallway outside the girls' bathroom was eerily silent. 3 older students, eyes glinting with mean-spirited amusement, had a younger girl cornered someone half their size. They didn't stop at taunts. Hands clamped around her wrists, dragging her toward the door. She stumbled, her books scattering across the floor, the strap of her backpack snapping under the force. The bathroom door slammed shut behind them. Her voice shook as she whispered, "Please, just leave me alone." The laughter that followed was sharp and cruel. One girl twisted her arm, another shoved her toward the far stall. This was their usual routine corner, humiliate, leave her trembling. But this time, they had no idea who else was in the building. 2 hallways away, inside the gymnasium, a tactical training session was underway. Sergeant Daniel Rios was in full gear, running his team through a mock hostage rescue drill. He didn't know that his daughter was about to endure the most terrifying moment of her school life, and in mere minutes, their worlds would collide in a way no one would forget. Sophia Rios had always been the quiet one, petite, soft-spoken, happiest when sketching alone in the library. Most classmates barely noticed her except the ones who mistook her silence for weakness. That year, the bullying had worsened. It started with whispered insults in the cafeteria, then mocking her clothes, then knocking her books to the floor. The teachers either didn't see or didn't intervene. Sophia, not wanting to burden her father, kept it all to herself. Daniel had been raising her alone since her mother passed away when she was 8. His life revolved around the SWAT unit-long shifts, unpredictable danger. At home, though, he was gentle, protective, always trying to make her smile. But the struggles Sophia faced at school were a battle he didn't even know was happening. On that Wednesday, lunch felt like a trap. Sophia sat alone, eating the sandwich her father had made that morning, sketching quietly. A shadow fell across the table. "Hey, Mouse," came the voice Jasmine, self-proclaimed queen of their grade, flanked by Maya and Brooke. "Nice drawing," Jasmine said with a smirk. "Looks like a kindergartner's." Sophia closed her notebook and tried to finish eating, but Jasmine snatched it up. "Oh, little Mouse is shy," she mocked. "Give it back," Sophia said softly. Maya leaned closer, her voice syrupy sweet. "Or what? You gonna squeak at us?" They laughed. Then Jasmine's expression hardened. "Come with us, Mouse. We've got a surprise." Sophia's pulse raced. Before she could move, they each grabbed an arm, pulling her away from the bench. Other students watched but said nothing. The hallway was empty, their footsteps echoing as they dragged her toward the bathroom. "Please," Sophia pleaded. "You exist. That's enough," Brooke sneered. Inside, the smell of disinfectant mixed with the sharp tang of fear. Jasmine locked the door. "Time for a little makeover," she said, pulling scissors from her bag. Sophia froze, her back pressed to the wall. "Please, no." Meanwhile, in the gym, Sergeant Rios barked orders. "Breach, clear left, secure the hostage." His team moved as one, black uniforms blending into swift, precise motion. It was supposed to be a routine drill to reassure parents and staff. Then he heard it faint, high-pitched, muffled, not part of the exercise. He stopped cold. "You hear that?" he asked his second in command. The man nodded grimly. "Bathroom wing." They moved fast, silent as shadows. Daniel's heart pounded not from the run, but from the deep gut-level fear gnawing at him. Something about this felt personal. Back in the bathroom, Brooke held the scissors while Maya pinned Sophia's arms. "You think you're better than us, Mouse?" Brooke hissed. Sophia shook her head, tears spilling over. The door slammed open so hard it crashed against the wall. 3 SWAT officers in full gear filled the doorway, a wall of black vests and helmets. At the front her father. Time froze. Sophia's tear-streaked eyes met his. "Dad!" Her voice broke. Daniel's face shifted from shock to controlled fury. "Step away from her." His voice was low, dangerous. The girls froze. The scissors trembled in Brooke's hand. You've got 3 seconds, Daniel said, stepping forward. 3. Maya released her grip. Jasmine backed away. Brooke's fingers opened, and the scissors clattered to the tile. Daniel stepped between Sophia and the bullies, an arm wrapping protectively around his daughter. His team moved in, escorting the girls toward the waiting security officer. Sophia buried her face in his vest, sobbing. He tilted her chin, scanning for injuries. You're safe now, baby girl, he whispered. Outside, students stared wide-eyed as the 3 bullies were led down the hallway in the grip of a SWAT team. Word spread fast. From that day on, Sophia was no longer the mouse. She was the girl whose father would move heaven and earth to protect her. And the school never forgot the day Courage walked into the bathroom in full tactical gear.